The conference of all deputy commissioners of the 12 districts of the state with Chief Minister Conrad Sangma was held today at the State Convention Centre, Shillong. Briefing press persons, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma informed that discussions were held on the implementation of schemes, progress of programs and other issues concerning the districts. At the conference, the deputy commissioners presented presentations on the way forward post the recent natural disasters. The chief minister also informed that the state government will consider extension of relief to private property as well. He also said that new infrastructure projects, including new buildings at all the 46 blocks of the state, improvement of government LP school buildings, PHC, CHC and sub-centers across the state was discussed.
The first conference was with all the deputy commissioners of all the districts, and many schemes and many programs, many issues were discussed with the deputy commissioners, and more importantly, how we could ensure that the delivery mechanism improves in terms of the processes, in terms of change in rules or policies, or the utilization of technology to improve the overall delivery mechanism at the grassroots level. So these many aspects were discussed in the DC conference. More specifically, we discussed about the disaster management issues, especially keeping in mind the flood situation which we faced a few weeks back, and the kind of disasters that took place because of that, the loss of lives, the damage to agriculture, the damage to infrastructure, and all these aspects were discussed, and more importantly, on how we prepare ourselves for future situations, take precautions, prioritize what is most important, and as I said, improve the overall infrastructure and technology to be able to face these kind of situations in the future. Second important issue that was discussed in the DC's conference was regarding the overall infrastructure improvement in multiple sectors. As you are aware, this government has been focusing on a very clear-cut strategy and policy, which is to improve the overall infrastructure, especially when it comes to the public service areas. So whether it is hospitals, whether it's schools, whether it is blocks, or whether it's police stations, we have made a concerted effort to ensure that infrastructure improved in all these areas, which has been neglected for a very, very long time. You're aware that all the blocks in the state, new buildings are coming up, and in a lot of them, the tender process is going on, and overall, approximately about 120 crores plus has been sanctioned, and works for new block buildings are going to start by August, September in all the blocks of the state. Similarly, we had started in the first phase the improvement of schools by including new buildings and extension buildings in different schools. We have gone a step further, and we have decided now that 1,800 of the schools, this is government LP schools, which were not repaired or which are in quite bad shape, the government has decided now that these repairs will take place of these 1,800 government LP schools through the district level, and a decentralized approach will be done where the DRDA along with the DLC out there and the different education officers will work together to ensure that in a decentralized manner these repair works of roughly about 3 to 4 lakhs per school, which will include renovation, which will also include, depending on conditions, electricity and water supply, and also include furniture in these 1,800 LP schools. Roughly a budget of anything between 3 to 4 lakhs will be given to each school. Another important decision which was taken in the DC's conference was a similar model will be adopted for the PHCs also, PHCs, CHCs and sub-centers also. So for this also earlier, these kind of repair works had to go through the departmental process, and the health engineering wing, planning department. All these were a lot of hurdles that led to a lot of delay in the implementation of the different renovation works. We have decided to decentralize those repair works, and now the entire fund will be for these repairs will be given directly to DRDA and to the district. And the district, along with the district medical health officers, will sit down and take up the work at the district level in a decentralized manner, which will ensure that the implementation is done much faster than what it used to be done before, when the entire process was centralized. Today, in fact, in the DC's conference, we had started several online services we had launched today. Some of them are as follows. We have started the CM's welfare scheme, so the direct benefit transfer for PWDs. This has been made online, and so most of the PWDs and the beneficiaries will be able to get updates and information about their amounts that are supposed to be transferred to them online, on an online basis. We also have started the submission of annual property returns by the MCS and the MPS officers that has been launched today in the DC's conference. We also had started the citizens service for ration card. This also has been put online. We have also started the online bookings for tickets on MTC. So this also has started today. What was the first one? Yeah, and we have also started the National Generic Document Registration System. Also has been launched. These are the 5 online services that we launched today. As you're aware, the effort of the government has been to make as many of these services online as possible, and it's part of our e-governance endeavor to make services to the public easily accessible. So in that, with that objective and mission, these 5 new services, or these 5 services are started, have been launched online today.